What's going on, everyone? The Eerie Lord is back. Welcome back to another Walking Dead vlog and another filler vlog until we reach the second half of season 10 of The Walking Dead or get some sort of substantial trailer that I can break down for all of you. Um, as I'm making this vlog, I'm going to edit a Michonne video that you guys have probably already seen, but a little later than I had hoped on getting that out. Just been a little busy, and I'm trying not to make large gaps between the content. I know that as we all get busy during the holidays, myself especially in particular, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm around for any and all activity with The Walking Dead as news comes out about, because I mean 2020 is a big year for the show. We got the second half of season 10, where we'll be dealing with the Whisper War and some notable, probably like the last stretch of the Whisperers. I would think. I don't see them carrying the Whisperers out into season 11, because then you're gonna get into that territory that was tricky with the Saviors, where they were around for a long time. I mean, because you've had the Whisperers now from a few episodes in season 9, the first half, and then you had the second half of season 9 that was dedicated to their rise, and now the entirety of season 10 is dedicated to them. And I'd have to assume that the second half will deal with the demise in some way, shape, or form. But I mean, there aren't too many episodes to work with, and we do know that there's been pieces of information suggesting that the Commonwealth may be coming into the story earlier than expected. So the pace of the second half of season 9 is going to be like fast paced. Like I would think. I mean, and especially with all the things when we broke down the trailer a few weeks ago when I went through that thing with you guys. There's just a lot going on, and to get to all of it, I would think you'd either have to have extended episodes or you just have to go at a really, really fast pace. Which, I mean, the more that's happening, bring it on. I'll be eyes and ears for all of that. So today, though, I actually didn't want to talk about season 10. I actually want to talk about the Rick Grimes movies, and I've been looking for an excuse to make a vlog about these movies, and I just haven't seemed to found one yet. There's been no information about these movies, and it's kind of disheartening. I'm going to be quite honest. I was hoping that we'd have some information by now, because it's been over a year since Rick was removed from the show, went off in the helicopter. All of the characters from the original show think he's dead. It's been 6 years in Showtime. Either Rick already died during the events of the movies, or he's still out there doing something, and maybe he'll be set up for a reunion. That's my popular theory that I've championed in the past, that I think that when the show reaches the end, either by maybe... I've heard rumors that season 12 was like the season they were aiming for everything to kind of end. So you would be saying, like, what would that make it? So you would say 2021 or 22 is when you're going to end The Walking Dead, if it's going to end in season 12. And that will give you it'll give you like 1 or 2 seasons of The World Beyond. It'll give you time to hopefully conclude Fear the Walking Dead, because that show's already going into its 6th freaking season next year somehow. I don't know how that show stays afloat with the most boring... Season 5 was the most pointless, boring season I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't need to get into why Fear the Walking Dead is such a steaming pile of crap, but in terms of news, The Walking Dead has always been consistent. In terms of its time, we get those 8 episodes in the fall, we get those 8 episodes in the spring, then we have a very large break in between. Summertime at San Diego Comic-Con, we get the trailer where we dissect it. Then a few other previews are released on AMC, preparing us for the eventual premiere. That's kind of how it's gone. Probably since 2012, 2013, we've had that structure of constant Walking Dead, fall and spring, 16 episodes, 8 and 8, back to back, with a little break in between, which is what we're in now. So, what is the structure for the movies? Because obviously a movie in theaters doesn't need any structured continuous release. You just need one release date at any time of the year, and then people flock to theaters and see it. I, of course, will be flocking to the theaters to see this movie whenever it comes out, because I want to give you guys a day one review. I can't do a reaction video. I can't exactly bring my computer or cell phone into a movie theater because that's a little too blatant and just can't be done. So the best I can do is give you guys a very lengthy review of the movie. Maybe I'll make multiple vlogs, break it down, tell what my favorite parts were, new characters that were introduced, kind of just lay the landscape. Because we always do that with the show. When the show has new characters, new plot lines, we have that time to dissect it. But because this is going to be a full movie, I'm going to watch the whole freaking thing, and I'm going to have to say, all right, this happened, this happened, this happened, and then there was the conclusion. So we're going to have the beginning, middle, and end for me to talk about in seemingly one vlog, but maybe I could split it up to make it not so overwhelming. Because if I have one 50-minute vlog or something like that, it would be kind of crazy. But I can't do that until we get some information about the movies. And I don't know when this is going to be happening. 2020 seems like the most logical time for the movies to start either filming or for maybe a release date like next year, like fall, winter of 2020. We have the release date of the movie like 2 years after Rick was removed. I would think that'd be enough time. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here because I know that this was an important decision for Gimple, for the world, for fans to keep the hope of Rick alive so that you could get the best of both worlds. Let Andrew Lincoln leave the show, but then you also get the continuation of his story in a very interesting setting that basically connects the whole world together with this group that has far deeper plans than any adversary or ally the main story has ever touched upon. The only news that I've noticed so far, Pollyann McIntosh, who plays Jadis, we know that Jadis was the one who saved Rick, flew off in the helicopter. The show really lost two characters at once. It lost Jadis and Rick. It's pretty much confirmed that she'll be in the movie. She's going to be the character introducing us to this group. She's been in radio contact. As a member of the Scavengers, she was always dealing with this group to get supplies in the main show. It was never really explored at all, and I was always confused as to why that was, but secretly Gimple was planning this whole movie thing, and I had no idea, so I guess it just didn't come off as that, because people saw the junkyard as a nuisance. It was taking away time from the Saviors and other happenings, and it was more to set the grounds for what these movies were going to do. But Pollyann McIntosh, who plays Jadis, put out an Instagram post the other day, and word for word what she says is, "Hey y'all, I just wanted to let you know that I can't talk about the Rick Grimes movies and stuff, but they are still happening, and I'm looking forward to probably being a part of them. I just know that you guys are kind of waiting out there, and I'm waiting too. I'm looking forward." And she continued with like a little teasing face at the end. And she was at the premiere for another movie, so I don't know what prompted that. Man, like, I don't know. I really don't know what prompted her to make that post. I don't know if she was getting a lot of messages from people and she just felt compelled to give an answer. I'm not sure, because there has been little to no information about the movies. And then for Pollyann McIntosh to come out with a post almost like just calming the waters of fans who might be getting frustrated with the wait time. It's like not an executive, like you wouldn't see Scott Gimple or someone doing this. Like it's not an executive move. They would rather stay silent until they have a definitive product. They only had a very short teaser trailer, but there was no footage at all. Last summer at San Diego Comic-Con, they had the trailer of the helicopter flying towards a city, but there was really nothing beyond that. Like, it just shows. It's actually on this video right here, and it shows the helicopter flying towards a city. The only thing people have been able to discern from this is they think that by the skyscrapers that it might be Philadelphia, where one of the locations, because we figured this out, that the CRM has 3 locations. One of those locations is in the new series with the teenagers, and one of those the other location will be in the movies, and that leaves a possible third location, which could potentially be the Commonwealth. Maybe it has something to do with, the Commonwealth, with the main group. If they were to merge the Commonwealth with the CRM, but given how big the Commonwealth is, I would be hard pressed, like, for a group that large with that much control from the comics, I don't see how they wouldn't know about this helicopter group that's flying around. We know that they're in Texas from the Fear the Walking Dead scene with Althea and Isabel. So they've got their forces stretched across the continent. And if the Commonwealth is well-tuned, has radio access, as we saw with Eugene last season, they gotta know. Or they're a part of it, and like I said, this is how they're gonna bring the whole story together. So with all that being said, let me know what you guys. I mean, the only real news I have for this vlog is that post that Pollyann McIntosh made, and I raised my eyebrows. I was just, I follow her on Instagram. I was just scrolling through, and I saw her make these comments. I was like, this is really odd. Like, why? I've never seen an actor just, like, outright, because she doesn't even know she's going to be in it, which she obviously should be in it, considering she's the one who saved Rick, and she's the only character at this group that Rick is going to know. So Rick has to start somewhere in terms of the people he's meeting, what he's doing. Like, he has to, like, understand kind of like what's going on. Like, Jadis can get him on board with the program of however this group, if he's a prisoner, if he has to do work for them. I don't know. I don't really know. And I've had all these predictions and questions, like, why does Rick not return to his family after 6 years, after 1 year? I have to assume that this place is like a prison where you have to earn your keep and you can't leave. They're not going to let... Because, like, couldn't Rick, like, just try to hijack a helicopter and once he's patched up, once he's healed, couldn't he just, take one of their helicopters and try to fly back to Alexandria? Like, I don't know. It's really strange, because 6 years have gone by in the show, and we know for a fact that Rick has not had any contact with any of the communities, leading up to the Whisperer conflict. So it's a bit bizarre. It is. I'm just hoping that they do the movies justice, that these questions that they don't have stupid answers or stupid solutions, that Gimple just tries to pull a rabbit out of the hat and it ends up being a freaking snake that bites him. To use an analogy there, I really am hoping for a solid product. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. It's been a while since I've made a topic about these movies, and I'm hoping for the best. I'm just hoping that we have a solid product and that we're not utterly disappointed by the end. That I sit in the movie theater and I leave and I'm happy. Maybe there's going to be a sequel. I've heard that there's like a trilogy of movies. But again, you got to consider how long Andrew Lincoln's going to want to do this. And that Instagram account, I told you I follow an Instagram account that follows Andrew Lincoln and fan interactions that he has. Most of those have been in London, England. The page most recently said that he was in Los Angeles. I don't know if they're filming, LA, Hollywood, but I'm not sure. That's the thing, like, we don't know where the movies are being filmed. The Walking Dead show is filmed. People have known this for years, especially the people that love to spoil it, know that the show is filmed in Sonoya, Georgia. So if you ever want to see the show being filmed, April, May, June, into the summer, like those are the times when you can go and see roadblocks and places where the cast and crew have sectioned off areas to film the show. And a lot of people try to take pictures and put up information, which is always what I see running around in some form or another. But yeah, I'm gonna log off. I just wanted to throw that update out there and just let you guys know that I'm still thinking about these movies and I'm still kind of hyped up. I mean, Rick is my favorite character, and I want to know what happens to him now that I know that he didn't just die on that bridge. And it wouldn't have been the worst death for him, but if he had just died there, I would have been a little pissed off. But at the same time, it's not the worst death. He sacrificed himself. He didn't just get overrun by walkers and bit. He made a sacrifice to protect the group. But he gets to live another day, and now he's thrust into this huge-ass conflict with this crazy-ass group that I don't know what the heck their plan is. The new series and the movies are going to touch upon it. So let's see if we can figure out what the hell's going on. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Peace out. See you later.